Hello, hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Welcome to my studio, everyone. I'm very happy you're here with me today. I have a fun project. This is a Joey mashup for October. We're going to step away from Christmas for a minute because, you know, he does this wonderful, free, fabulous kit that he does. And I want to share that with you. And we're going to make a project. It's pretty quick, pretty easy. You can do it with any kit, but I'm using his because it's stunning and it's blue and it's my favorite color and, you know, all of that. So before we do that, though, I will say that this is just, let me get it out so you can share it with you. Sorry, I didn't take it out of the package yet. This is the kit. Isn't that stunning? So elegant, so beautiful. Joey, fabulous job. Can't wait to get my little pinkies on it. Do my thing, as you say. Okay, so last video or two, I talked about papers from Amazon. And these are what I would call faux coffee dyed papers. You can see there's different prints, different darknesses, and there's a lot of sheets. I don't know how many sheets is in here. I opened it, of course, you know, and then it ran right across the thing. I was trying to read it, but it is so tiny. I'm going to say, oh, it's 120 sheets. It's called Aged Paper on Amazon. I bought it years and years ago thinking, oh, I was going to really be into it, and I'm not. You can print on this all you want because it's already pre-coffee dyed. So I thought I would share it with you. I have 2 big packs of it. So I'm going to start putting it in my journals instead of, you know, wasting it. It's just sitting in a drawer doing absolutely nothing. So I've brought it into my studio, out of my other studio where the printer is. I call my printer room, which is really my sewing room. So I wanted to share that with you. Before we get going, you know, I always like to share the project that we finished last. This is my kitchen Christmas kitty box. Filled it up last year and made a journal with everything in it, plus a couple others. So what I thought I would do is share with you what we made the other day. And I'm loading it up because I am going to be making my bag ephemera pouches. So, you know, I want to show them. So these are all completely done. I finished them all. I will probably stand up so I can share with you. So this is that one from Rachel, and I did cut it down. This was her kit that I was talking about, and I added a card from one of her kits. Pretty card, journal card, so you could write on that, right? And then there's a tag that I made out of the extra strip. Backed it, added a little tab at the top, that decorated it all up. Added a little bit of bling in different colors. It's not our usual bling. And then I added 2 journal cards, also from one of Rachel's kits. These are Rachel at Roxy Creations. So I added those to write on. If you wanted more writing paper, you could put paper over those, but that is antique Italian book pages. So there's no way I wanted to cover them up with anything. So there you go. Now these can be set into a journal, into a pocket, wrapped around a page. You don't have to use them as page wraps. I actually didn't make them that way, but they could be. So there's this one. I just thought I'd show it to you. We flip it over. And we have some little gems at the bottom and lace. And it has a tag, which was the scrap, all backed. We go to this side and we have another tag from the kit. This was the Tracy Fox compendium kit, one of her compendiums. She has like 10 now, but these are Christmas compendiums. You open it and you have journal cards. Yay, more journal cards. Okay, so they're plain on the back. So those are from the kit. I just got her newest compendium kit and I'm printing it, you know, as we speak. So we have a tag and then we have gems and vintage. Like all the laces are vintage. We have that scrap that we made into a long journal tag that you put in there. Okay. This is my sparkly one, and I did end up putting it on the, you know, the tea-dyed paper, but one of those papers from Amazon would work. Put a big card. I embellished this one, added a number, some paper, put 2 layers, added some goodies. Went to this side. We've got all the goodies there. Those little bows I was talking about in our shop. Another tag. Okay. Hey, did I show you what was in here? Did I? Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so this one, again, has journal cards, all from the kit. Then this one has journal card. This one has another tag that I layered up, all collaged, and then another tag. And it goes under our belly band into the pocket. Or you could just go like that. You don't have to put them both in there. But that was that one. So you saw how that is. Then we have this one. I still feel like there's something missing. Like I need a bow on these, like I did on this. I don't know what it is. I have this thing for bows right now. So I don't know. I may go back and add a bow. I can't decide. So again, we have a tag that matches the kit. Another one. And inside, I just put paper so you could write. But I left a lot of the date, you know, some dates and things showing, and just kind of left it to where you could, you know, write on it or not, just glue it in, and you're only going to lose. And this paper is vintage paper as well. So actually it's from my dad's office, and he would have been 100 this year. So, you know, it's pretty old paper, right? So there you have it. These were in my last video. And like I said, I'm looking at this feeling like some of these need a little something extra. So I don't know, or I'll leave them as is. I don't know. We'll have to see. So these are going into a stuffed ephemera holder, and I'm going to be working on those in a video. In fact, this weekend we're going to be doing a crafty video. Come and craft with me this weekend. So we're going to do a little play crafty video this weekend, so you might want to come along. I'm not sure if it'll be Saturday or Sunday, but you know, you'll see this one, and then that'll be the next one up. So we'll be doing a fun project there that you could just craft along with me if you're in the mood to do something for the weekend. Okay, so but if you are, you're going to need some paper bags, big ones, not little ones. You're going to need some this size, you know, the big ones. You could do with a small one too, I suppose. Just do a smaller version, whatever you like. But I'm going to be decorating those up and getting them ready to go. I do them a little bit different than others, so, you know, totally up to you. So now we're going to have a fun project with Joey's mashup kit. This is using 2 envelopes, and these envelopes are, I've had them in my stash forever, but let's get a measurement for those of you who like your measurements. This is 8.5 by 5 3/4. So this is 2 good size envelopes. I have these in my stash. I used to get them at the in big boxes. They're invitation envelopes, and they were left over from different events we had at our cell phone store that we owned. So they come in colors, and I just got them at the office supply store. That's what I kept trying to say. So we are going to have 2 of those that we're going to use. They're good size. You can use any size you want, big, small, whatever. But the first thing I want to do is I want to hook these together. I think I want them all together so I can work. Yep, I think that's going to be the best way. Usually I kind of make everything then assemble it, but this time I think no, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So how is everybody? Are you all good? I hope that everyone who is in those flooded areas is safe and okay. And I don't know how many of our girls were, but I know many of you were, and I know many of you lost areas that you like to go to, churches and places that were just special parks, special restaurants that were devastated by the floods and winds, and I'm so sorry. My heart is with you. I love all of you. I'm thinking about you. I'm so sad that this happened to you, and I'm praying for all of you. So my heart is with you guys. And many of you probably won't see this for a long time because you don't have any electricity. So I hope that they get that restored soon so you can get back with us and you won't feel alone. You know, we're here for you and we're thinking about you. So, okay, I've glued that. Now I've put my flap on this side for a reason, because when this closes up, this is going to be our flap to close it. So it's going to be a little notebook. It could be a journal because of the size at 5.5 by 8. I said 8 or 8 1/4. What did I say? Gosh, no memory. Sorry. 8.5. This definitely is journal size. So you could make this a full journal if you want and put stuff inside. I'm not going to make it a full journal, but you could. You can make it a notebook. You can make it anything you want. Now I'm going to take some of Joey's papers. First, let me show you the kit, non-cut up. That's the term for you, right? Haven't cut it up yet. So you get this page, which, you know, I always print it and use it because it gives me a smaller size. Then we have the full size page. And these are the pages that you have to work with. Aren't these fabulous? right? So I've cut them, done a little prep work, because I'd like to hopefully, maybe, possibly, with great care, get these, you know, done today. I want to get this done. We'll see. If I don't talk too much. I don't want to put that there. That cuts out the light. Yikes. Okay, let me put that down. So we have our base ready. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. Get 2 envelopes, any kind you want. Could be junk envelopes, but honestly, you're going to see around. So you want to make sure it's a clean white one if you're using this kit, or blue if you can get your hands on these. You can probably find these on Amazon, I would think. Just put in the color you want and the size, and you could put invitation envelopes, because you don't want to have to deal with everything else that goes with that, right? So what I'm going to do, the first thing I am going to do is I want to make the cover. Now you would think, oh, this is going to be the cover. Nope. I took a piece, where the pattern changed on it, I used, I scored it, turned it back. Now this score I wanted big enough. Sometimes I don't make my scores big enough and it becomes difficult. So I made this one 1/2 inch, a little over, ooh, did we go to 3/4? A little over 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch should do it. Because what I want to do is I want to put it on the seam. I want it to be like this. Okay, so now I know you're going to think that, oh, you're putting it on here and this is the cover. Nope, it's not doing that either. I'll show you in a minute. So I think what I want to use is my speckled egg. I do have other blues. I really should pull them out. But this one seems to work always with all of my, this is speckled egg distress ink. It is water soluble, meaning it's water activated. So if you want to do something, you can make it run, or now you know what I think about that. Oh, nope, I'm not going to do it just yet. There's a reason. I'll go back and ink it. There is a reason I'm not going to round the corner just yet. I'll show that with you in a minute. So I hope you'll like this project. I think it'll be fun. It's quick. I think it's quick. I don't know, you know, I saw something similar to this and I can't remember how long it took her to do it. And I saw it a while ago, so, but I wanted to change it up because she didn't do her envelopes like this. She did her envelopes very, very differently. I knew what I wanted to do, but in other words, it's one of those things that totally inspired me. Now, before I do that, I do want to do this. I cut a piece to match. I had a piece of just paper. This is copier paper. And I thought I cut it to match exactly. Well, I'll put it on and then I'll cut it. That'll work. Okay, so let's do, let me get my, what's new with you guys? Everything good? What are you doing? Anything exciting? I don't know where I want to put it. I think I'm going to put it on the one that's heavier, because sometimes when you try to do those, it will rip the paper. So like that, just smush this up. That would put a huge wrinkle in it. And I don't really want a big wrinkle in my paper. I want to make sure I get it in the middle. And then we'll decorate this piece. This is the cover piece, but it's not going where you think it's going, right? Well, maybe you already guessed it. So I'm going to put this on. I can trim it, so I'm not too worried. If I don't like where it is, I can just trim it, correct? What have we been up to? All kinds of things. So just hold on a minute. Let me get this going, and then when I'm doing some mindless work or something, we'll chat. Okay. So I am here for you guys. Those of you, as I told you, who don't have anyone in your life to craft with, I'm here for you anytime. Turn on one of my videos and I'll keep you company. I will chat with you, and if you comment to me, I always try to comment back. Sometimes I'm unable to say more than thank you so much. If it's something that I, can, I will, chat more. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling at the time I'm answering my questions. Sometimes it's very late at night that I'm answering. And sometimes, I'm looking at them, but I'm down, not feeling well, or with a migraine or something. And so, yes, I'm looking at it and saying thank you, but I'm not up to more than that. So if I ever don't, respond back very much, it's just because I'm probably not feeling great. So, Okay, so let's go. We're gonna do our 1/4 inch. See why I wanted to put that on there? Because it's easier to cut 2 layers. Oh, wait, where'd my, there it is. Habits. I have habits. Muscle memory. Now, all right. I wanted to cover that because I didn't want it white on the inside, because this is going to be the inside of the front page. I am going to glue this on. I'm just hoping I can get it on well and I don't make a mess out of it, right? Okay. And you know, I like to do the base first, and we go back and we do our lovely decorating. Now I'm going to put this up just a little bit. I don't feel like it, I'm going to put it more in the middle, I think, than just one place. I'm pulling it just a little bit away because I want it to have room to fold. All right. Yes, so this is the cover right here. We open it and we have, this is an inside page, and we have another page here. Get what I did? Okay, you guys are so brilliant. I know you got it. I don't have to explain it to you too much or at all. Okay, so we've got that. We have our inside page, which we'll decorate. I have all these things cut. But now we have our back page. So we should have, yep, there's the other half of that I cut off. Let's see. Yep. But I probably will leave a little bit of a space because I'm trying to cover up that flap that we used when we folded it over. So I'm going to leave a little gap there because I'm going to put some lace on there anyway, as you know. I probably will go ahead and just round the outside edge a little bit. Okay, we got that. There we are. Quiet because I need to breathe. Talk too much, I lose too much oxygen. Okay. And not everybody likes the chat, so. I have such wonderful regular followers. You guys are all amazing, and I totally see you and I appreciate you. Every one of you means the world to me. I'm pretty lucky. A lot of the other channels are getting some really nasty comments that just aren't necessary, and I'm blessed. I get them, but not, some of them just get bombarded to the point they want to quit, you know, and I don't blame them. So thank you for being wonderful to me, being kind and loving. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you who watch, even if you're not commenting, but you're thinking good thoughts. And I can't thank you enough for the thumbs up, because that tells me you like my videos. It's your way of tipping me like you do for a good meal. When you put a thumbs up, it's like my tip. Not a monetary one. It's just a, we're happy you did the video one. Please keep doing them. Means the world to me. It does. It helps me out so much. It helps my channel. It tells YouTube, haha, we like her, even if you don't want to promote her. Alrighty, so we have that and that. So the back is done. Now we can add something to that if we want. We could add a pocket. We can decorate. We'll see. We're going to take this one page at a time, right? Now this here, I don't particularly like the white, so I am going to just try to use a little bit of ink. Oh my gosh, what's your weather like, you guys? Let's see. Today's Thursday. I'm making this video for you. You're hopefully watching this on Friday. Wednesday, it was supposed to be like 101, 102. It was 110 degrees where I live. And we're coastal. The coast was super hot. They were in the 90s to 100. It was hot all over California coastal. I don't know about the rest of California, but I know the coast was crazy all the way to mid-inland. Hotter than heck. So yeah, we're not enjoying that. I'm going to be very honest with you. I hated it. It triggers migraines for me. And so we keep our house very cold, pretty much year round. I keep my house, 68 to 71 degrees, somewhere in that year round. Same temperature all the time, because lupus and heat do not get along. They fight like crazy. So I'm going to ink this. So I forgot this is a good time to talk. So anyway, it was 110. I thought, oh man, thank you for the air conditioner. But we had the groomer came to groom our little puppy. She's a mobile dog wash. And of course, the hottest day of the year. When you know it. And so she comes and she's there for 2 hours, you know, with her mobile, the engine running on her car. I hope she wasn't overheated. I'm sure it's set up for it. It's not a car, it's a big old van with water and electricity and all the things she needs, you know. And so she was out there for 2 hours grooming our little puppy. Guess what? Kingston is not a Kingston. Congratulations. It's a girl. Kingston is a girl. So Kingston's name is now Carrie. Kerry, because it goes with Misty and Tommy, even though we're not going to keep her. And I know everybody's like, oh, you should keep her. You're so bonded. Yeah, I know, but I have a leg problem. She does trip me. She gets under my feet. I cannot have her doing that. And I'll take a nasty fall. I'm not like a regular person where I can, you know, avoid her or get out of her way or whatever while she's being trained or whatever she needs to be trained. Definitely needs to go to doggy training. Good, sweet pup. Lovable, sweet, loves people. No problem there. But anyway, the groomer came in to tell us. She says, oh, can I come in? We're like, yes, please, because we had the air conditioner on. So we thought, oh, this will be great. She can come in. But she didn't want to close the front door because she had her pups were in the cooled van. The van was very cold. She had the air conditioning running for them. Had been cold all day because she'd been grooming a pet. So not a problem. They were in the big part, you know, where they could run around. And so she had the air on full blast, and they go with her everywhere she grooms, so they're used to it. And so she says, but I need to keep an eye on the van. So we left the front door open. I don't know how long. Well, the house got hot. I thought no problem, you know, the air's on. And all of a sudden, we got a power surge brownout. First, we got the surge, which went completely off and then came back on super fast. And then it went to a brownout, meaning high, low in electricity because California was using too much electricity yesterday. And we had a brownout and it blew our air conditioner out. So we had no air conditioning last night and the door had been open. So we were watching the temperature climb high. Well, sure enough, it triggered a nasty migraine for me. And we could not sleep. It was so hot in the house. We had on a fan. We called the company that services our air conditioner. We bought it from. They do all of our parts and care. Of course, they were closed. They were not taking any more emergency calls last night. They were booked solid. So my husband left a message, said, hey, we're clients, blah, blah, blah. We bought our air conditioner from you. You know, my wife can't be in the heat. They were out here first thing 8 a.m. First call of the day. They ran over here and worked on our air conditioner and got it back up and running. That was so fabulous. They have been that way with us since day one. We refer them all the time. Although now I hate to refer them because I don't want them to be that busy. Because they won't have time for us. So anyway, I'm just kidding. But yes, so it was miserable last night. I do not do good in the heat. Even when it's hot outside, but cool in here, I don't do great. I mean, I still struggle, but at least I can be cool, but I couldn't get my body cool. And oh man, I slept in the library for a while with a, it's like kind of the coolest edge of the house where it doesn't get a lot of hot sun all the time. And so I slept in there last night in my chair for a while with the fan running. Then I woke up with a nightmare, couldn't hardly breathe, and ended up going to lay down with my husband. And our bedroom was like an oven. So I brought the fan in there. And, you know, my husband's like, oh, I don't like the fan blowing at me. So I blew it onto the wall, but it was ricocheting at me, which was perfect. He was not getting the effects of the fan. But, you know, still too late. We both woke up feeling lousy this morning. We're not used to the heat. Because of me, he's gotten used to being in a cooler environment, you know, so. Oh my goodness. So anyway, our little puppy is a girl. The people who thought they wanted him have all decided no. The two who really, really want him, the hubbies, said no. They didn't want one. The dog, one of their pups had just passed away and he said, no, I'm not ready for another dog. I'm like, but she's ready for you. We have the perfect home for her. And The husband won't. The wife texts me every day. I want her so bad. And I've sent her videos and pictures. And I keep looking at him. I want her. I go, she's a tiny baby. You'll have so much fun with her. Because her dog's much bigger. Not a big dog, but a medium-sized dog. I thought her dog was a little dog. Well, to me, it was a big dog compared to Carrie. Because Carrie's like 5 pounds. So we think she's Scotty dog. Scotty, what do you call it? Terrier and maybe poodle mix. She's not a purebred. I thought she was, because the way her coloring was when she was long, furry, messy. Should I make this a pocket, you guys? I mean, it's big. Why don't we just put a little thing there? We don't have to put anything in it, right? We can just, do I put a, yeah, maybe I'll do a little thumb notch. Anyway, what was I saying? So when she was all one color, she looked very much like a Scotty dog, but she's been shaved. So, and she has multiple colors. She's cream and gray and black and cream gray, black and blonde. And so she's like just multiple colors underneath, but she didn't want to shave her. She had so many bad mats on her. And the reason we thought she was a boy is this one area where she was all matted, we thought was little boy parts. Well, it wasn't little boy parts. It was just a bad mat. And once the mat came off, it was definitely a girl. I should have known. I saw her squatting on the lawn. She wasn't doing the lift the leg thing. And I thought, well, maybe little dogs don't lift their leg. I guess they do. I don't know anything about little dogs. I'm always been a cat person my entire life. But when I was a little girl, we had a cockapoo. It was supposed to be a miniature. It turned out to be a big one. We had her all of my growing up years, and then she went to live with my big sister in Pennsylvania and passed away there of old age. Called her Honey Dog. And then we had a golden retriever. Well, we had a shepherd mix kind of doggy for a while, but her name was Duchess, and we had her when Jolene was a little girl. Well, she had seizures and things. She was a rescue we had taken on. And I don't know, I think she found us and we ended up keeping her, but she had seizures, so she ended up passing. And so we didn't get a dog for a long time. And then when we moved into where we live now, our hometown where we live now, we moved out of the big city to the country, we got a golden retriever. So we had that doggy for 16 years. But that was 30 years ago. That was when my kids were little. And so I'm debating. Don't mind me. I'm thinking. Okay, you know I am. You know how I am. I can glue it closed if it pops open, right? There we go. There. So much prettier when you don't have those sharp corners. As one of the gals in one of her videos says, those sharp, offensive corners. I'm with you, girl. I think they're offensive. Okay, so we have a pocket here. We're going to do something there in a minute. We want to cover here, but we're going to leave this open, and we're going to leave this open, and then we want to cover this little flap. So I'm actually thinking that one of the pockets I'm going to do over here, and then we have that one, and there we go. So what do we have left to play with here? I have all the beautiful things to decorate with, but I want to see what I have left. Oh, I definitely want that on one. And maybe like that on the other. That's a bit dark for me. The only thing, Joey, I would love to see a little bit lighter, occasionally some lighter colors that we could use. Because they're always really, really intense and deep, which I love, but they're hard to write on. And sometimes they're a little bit difficult to work with. Not a criticism, more like a request, like maybe mix in like one lighter page with the florals would be fabulous. I would love that. I do love this dark too, so it's hard. I mean, it's like, you notice I said it very, very, maybe, kind of, sort of. Not a criticism at all. No, no, no. Don't even go there. Don't even think that. It's like, can we have some too? It's more like, can we have some more? Or instead of one of the really dark, dark pages, maybe. I guess that's what I should say. And this one's cool, though, because it's got the pretty gold paint, which I do love. And once you see me using it, I will use them all, you know. All right. I think my printer put lines in there. I'm pretty sure it did, but I think it looks kind of cool. It's part of the pattern. I don't know if it put them in there, but I think I'll just cut. Oh, what do I want to cut off here? Not the rose, that's for sure. So which side do I want to cut? Well, I like the roses. I guess this side maybe. I don't know why I put that down. I need it back. Bring it back. We're going to make all kinds of pockets. Whether we use them or not doesn't mean I'm going to fill them all, but I do want to do that. Oh gosh, I'm running out of time and I'm working steadily. I am working steadily. Okay, now I did round corners up there, so I am going to round that one anyway. Okay, and then this one, do I want to round any corners on this? I'm thinking more than likely, let me look. Oh, I didn't leave myself any space to trim those corners, so that's not going to happen. So that's going to stay straight there. That's done there. That means that's going to stay straight because there's no way to get that in there. Well, is there? Yeah, I could do the corners. Well, I'll just corner whatever happens to corner, I guess. I like the straight where it's straight. Okay, maybe I'll just, don't mind me. I'm talking to myself. You know what? This is a process video. I've never made this before. I'm doing it in front of you. You get to see my full creative process. Many of you seem to really enjoy that, so you're getting it today. I'm not hemming and hawing though. I'm moving them right along. No hemming and hawing here. What I'm doing now is just getting rid of the white edges from the core of the paper. Every paper has a white core, unless it's dyed through and through, which occasionally there are some beautiful scrapbook papers that are dyed through and through. But I printed this on white presentation paper, so it's got some heft to it. And then, you know, I'm looking for a little half sheet of paper I can use. I put some here. Of course I did, but that doesn't mean I can find them, right? Yeah, here's a half page. Now you could cut these off to get yourself a straighter edge. I'm debating. Oh, well, that got thrown on the floor. Oh my gosh, I got ink all over here. That's okay, I'm covering it, so it'll be fine. I must have caught it in the ink. I know better. All right. And then I'm thinking I'm going to want these as little pockets, so let's get a little ink on there. Got to get rid of the white. You don't see the ink, but it's more to get rid of the core, like I said. That one's going there, that one's going there. That looks pretty cool. Now, this, do we cut that off? I don't think it's necessary. Actually, it would probably hold everything really nicely in that place. I do want to do this though. Have you guys ever watched, and I know it goes back to the early 2016 maybe, the Gilmore Girls? It popped up on Netflix, and I've never watched it. My daughter and granddaughters watch it all the time, so I've been watching it. Kind of quirky, a little strange. I like it. She's kind of sarcastic, so is her daughter. They're all kind of sarcastic. But it's different, lighthearted. I think it's been a good distraction lately with all the things going on around here. So, yeah. The Gilmore Girls. It's pretty cool. I don't even know what season we're in. I don't know if we're still in season 1 or season 2. I think there's like 7 seasons. It was on a long time. And they're bringing it back. They're having a special shortened series, or kind of like a reunion type one or something. Pretty much everybody's coming back. There's a few that aren't because they've passed away. Like her dad, Lorelei Gilmer, her dad in the series, I believe, passed away for real. So they show him, when they bring it back, I believe it's when on the comeback short series that he's passed away, because he really has. So for real. But it's a pretty good little series, I think, if you just want something kind of snarky, and it's not mean, it's just different. I know my daughters and granddaughters. It's about mother and daughters, really, mainly. And then there's all the supporting characters, of course. So we got pocket, so double pocket, so that's 2, 3 pockets right there. Put one there, that'll be 4. Then I need to cover this. What do I want to cover that with? Do I want to cover the whole thing or part of it? I think I want, don't want to use the stripe one, and I don't want to use that. That's a lot of darkness. I feel like it's very dark blue. It's very elegant. But what I'm going to do is, I did print extra pages. I always do. And I print some that are just on a lighter paper, and I print some on the other papers. So I have a little bit of everything. I just want a light paper, I think, for the flap. There we go. I am wondering, for the inside flap, I think I want this one, just to bring some brightness into it. And then for the outside, do I want to use the one that's there, or keep doing the light? I don't know. Uh-oh. I have to make a decision. Yeah, this part I didn't pre-cut. I just cannot get to... I cut off all the whites of all those other pieces, cut them in half, did some measuring. I did do some prep. Boy, did I. No, I prepped for 2 videos, guys. So it was like, wow, that was a lot. Because I've got to make another one after this one. I want to get rid of the white carefully. Now, I could just wrap the flap, which I have done before, where I went like this and then just pulled it all the way around. You know, because I lose the flowers, maybe I will use the flowers on there. I think there's a good chance I'm going to do that. And then this one is for a pocket. I'm going to do a pretty deep one, I think would be good for that one. Oops, I have this out. I might as well finish, right? Why I keep doing that? I'm trying to finish before I run out of time. I don't like my videos necessarily an hour long, but it takes that long sometimes to do everything I want to do. And this is a full start to finish here. Well, on the base. I won't have time to decorate today. Whether I come along and show you in the next video the decorations, or whether I show it to you completed, I don't know, only because, you know, we're into Christmas now, so I'm struggling a little bit with what to do when, right? So it's a little harder. But all the basics are here. Oh, absolutely need to do the corner so it matches up. Oops, I needed to take a bit more off that. Let's see if I got enough off. Yep, I did. I got enough off. All right. Now, excuse me, I need some water. I got pretty dehydrated with all the heat last night. Yikes. And yesterday. I wish we hadn't stood with the door open, because the house was super cold prior to that. And And of course, she was not chatty on the phone, but in person, the groomer was very chatty. So she wanted to stay and chat and tell us a million stories. And we're like, oh, we're tired and hot. We've been waiting for hours. I was trying to prep videos and I was hot and tired. And I just really wanted to get the baby puppy there. So my husband took the puppy from her and put her outside so she could go potty because she was wiggling around pretty good. All the bathing and clipping. She said she clipped her first, bathed her, and then clipped her again. She didn't want to shave her, so she's kind of choppy, but that's all right. We knew what we had to do. She's beautiful. I have pictures of her. I will have pictures of her on Facebook in the next day or so, hopefully. Now, this one has a sticky sheet, but I am going to use the glue stick on this. All right. I just realized, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why do I keep putting it away? Habit, habit, habit. Good habit, bad habit. I don't know. Do any of you watch The Golden Bachelorette? Are any of you watching that? It's gals that are, she's 61, I believe. I used to watch The Bachelorette when I was young, you know, and still do. I've been watching it for 20-something years. Sometimes it's so stupid, you know. I fast forward. I have the ability to fast forward, so I'll fast forward through all the junk. But I love it. They had a Golden Bachelor, and now they have the Golden Bachelorette. And she is such a class act. She will not, like, there's no, a lot of times they doesn't show them going out to dinner, just mainly talking. She's really into getting to know the guys. They go on dates and stuff, but there's never a bedroom. It's always like some public thing. And she said there will be no fantasy suites because she doesn't believe in that. So I don't know if the guys know that, but that's not going to happen on her show. She says, I'm looking for a life partner, not a date, you know. Not a one-night stand and not a date. She goes, I'm looking for a life partner. Her husband passed away 3 years ago. I don't think she's really ready. She seems so distraught sometimes, so I don't know. We'll see if she ends up with anybody. The Golden Bachelor got married, and then they got a divorce right away because they realized as much as they cared for each other, they were not willing to leave their families and change their lives for each other, which they should have talked about that more, or they thought they could, and it didn't work out. I don't know what the deal was, but anyway. This is as close as I can get, so I'm still going to have some blue. I may cut it smaller. We'll see. So I have to tell you, the men on the show crack me up. A lot of them are very handsome, great guys, but oh my gosh, a couple, they're such prima donnas, and they've never, you know, at their ages, they're in there anywhere from, what did they say, 59 to 74 are the guys. Good looking. The majority of them are very good looking, kind, wonderful men who are nice to each other and her, but they're not used to living together. So like there's a huge line at the bathroom for the 50 million trips because they have prostate issues. There are snoring. Some guys like to cook, some don't. You know, they're all kind of, some don't know how to do laundry or take care of themselves at all. It's hilarious. Actually, it's kind of quite fun if you're our age. So if you're younger, you'd be bored. Although I have heard that the young gals really like to watch it to see how they're kind of creating a nice, like a benchmark as to how the young men should be treating them. Interesting. And how they should be acting if they are the next bachelor or bachelorette. So I guess I will follow the line that I created here. But I think I'm going to change this a bit once I get it cut. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Hopefully I didn't just do this upside down. I'm going to be upset with myself if I did. I don't want to cut off a finger here. Oh, yeah. See? That's what I had in mind. There you go. Pretty, right? I don't feel like I need to have every bit of this a color. That's blue. It's a color. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I need to stencil it or do anything outrageous there. The only thing is I'm not crazy about this shape. Now, let me get this off here. It's full of glue and it's just sticking to everything. Oh no. Okay, I think I got that off there. Well, you know, we can use our glue eraser. We do carry these in our shop. We still have some. And we still have some bone folders, and I don't know what else. Okay, so there. We've got that much done. What time? Oh, I got 10 minutes, I think. Let me double check, but I think I only have 10 minutes. Oh, it says I have 15. Okay, well, that 15 will go by in about 2 seconds. You know how that is. I want this a little rounded, I think. I don't think this is going to fit in my corner rounder. I could be wrong. No, it won't go in there. Oh, I got that one in there. Why didn't that one go in there? Let me try that again. Maybe if I do it that way. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Just a little round. I didn't want it super rounded. Now, I could cut this off and make it more straight, but I want to do that? I don't know if I want to mess with it. Because I'm going to put lace here and here, I think. I feel like this got really crummy or something. Dirty. I don't know. Okay. Joey, these papers are fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I do love them. Every bit of them. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Even the dark colors. I wasn't complaining. I just want to add an extra, maybe lighter one. I know it's free. Well, just for a little versatility, maybe. Although I guess, let's see, October. I wonder what you're going to do in November. I know what you did. It's a beautiful fall one. And I imagine Christmas may be a Christmas one, right? Oh, I love this whole thing. This is my favorite thing in the whole world, Joey, that you do. Give us these free things to play with. And I love, love, love showing it off and sharing it with everyone. Now, this is going to rip. I'm absolutely going to have to put something there. All right. So we need that space anyway. I'm going to put lace there. What have I got? Do I want white? Bright white? I think bright white because this is pretty white, right? I've got some little bits of... Oh, let me see. Where did I put it? Oh, my legs. Ouch. Yeah. I bought some rickrack from my friend, Vintage Polka Dot Shop, Emily. This is all vintage. Ooh, it's so pretty. I wonder if this is wide enough. Is this open? No. 19 cents. Oh my gosh. I'd say this is from 1950 or 1960. 1960. I bet you it's 1960s. Late 50s, early 60s. Shell braid. Yummy. They don't make this anymore. Yes, I hate to open it, but I am not going to hoard it. I told her I would definitely be using it. I would love to keep this forever, but you know, I would need a museum to keep everything in its perfect, pristine condition. It was originally made to be used, so we're going to use it. I'm just trying to open it carefully so I can get the piece back in there because I like to keep it in the package to protect it. Never been opened. Oh my gosh, I love it. Emily gets a hold of this stuff. She goes to estate sales and gets the real thing. Ah, there we are. Let's see, does it have a year on here? Sometimes they'll put a year. No, it doesn't have, well. Wow, that's when they used to give you a project and decorations and, oh, 19 cents. Wow, you know how much this stuff is now? It's like $4.99 and it's not even this. And you get half of what you got here. Okay, where's the, oh, look at that. Wouldn't that be pretty there? But I don't think it'll fold. It's not quite wide enough. I don't think it'll fold in half. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep it out because I may want to use it on one of the pieces, right? So let's leave that out. Let me do what I was going to do, which I was looking at her. I bought a bunch of trim from her, trims like this. So this is the newer one. I think this was $3.99, and I think you get, what do you get in here? 3 yards. What do you get here? 2.5 yards for 19 cents. Yikes. This white might be too white. but I know this will fold. The other color I have of this, oh, hello. A lot of things are trying to join us on the desk here. I could use this one. What do we think? No, I mean, it's okay over here, but I don't like it with the white, so let's not do that. Okay, so let's just use the white. I don't know if I have blue. Let me see. I have my blue buckets next to me. Trims and things. I don't think... I have to go into my sewing room when this is done and see if I have any of this in blue. I bet I do. I have big trim boxes from sewing for years. Yeah, I don't see anything obvious. I mean, I've got plenty of trims, don't get me wrong. Oh, look. I got that from Emily. See, not that. Oh, look at that. Okay, some of these things we're going to use today. But probably not in the video because we're kind of... Do I want to put that there? Would I put that there? No. I'm going to use this like I said. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I think I've got 5 minutes and then I'm done. I'm out of time. My glues shouldn't be too cold because yesterday they were pretty hot. Running all over the place because they were so hot. I absolutely have to put lace here because otherwise it's going to rip. Once you put ink and things on it, it seems to get wet and then it just... Okay, this is the inside one. The outside one's going to be something completely different. So this is just for here to keep it. It almost becomes like a mesh protecting it. So this is just a nice white little trim. This is Flexilace hem tape. And I know it needs more glue. I can see that. Okay, let's get that upside down. Okay, so we've got the first, I'm sorry, that's like the 16th okay. We've got it going. And then I can really see where this was not glued. Oh, you guys, so we made it. We got it all covered. Next, we'll be decorating it with all the gorgeous, gorgeous pieces that Joey has here. All these men and ladies here. I just really wanted to get the base done. It was so important to me. What do I have here? There's something under here that's making it sit weird. There we go. So I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you for the moment about the pup and what we've been doing on the air conditioner guy coming out this morning for a broken air conditioning. Yikes. We just had that work. We just had new parts put in less than 2 years ago. So I'm sure they went, uh-oh. So that's why they were out here so quick. I can't believe they pushed everybody aside for us. That was so awesome. I mean, talk about feeling special and cared for by people who do really good work and know what customer service is. And we refer them all the time. They put in a whole house fan system for our daughter because of us. You know, we've recommended him to a number of the guys that my hubby worked with when he was working. So, you know, it's not like they don't get good business from us because they do. Neighbors have gone to them. So I think one of these gals on the cover, I know which one I want. It's going to be her. She's so small though. I don't know if she's going to work on the cover. I may have to change who I want on my cover. But what I would do is I would build her up on several layers to make her larger. These are the two I was thinking for the cover of this. I will be using all of them, don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to back it with a lighter color, or I'm going to do her and add a bunch of lace and things. Maybe them, I don't know. She can be used on a pocket, or she could be used up over here. She could be used here or here. It's not like she can't be used somewhere else. I just wish she was bigger. Darn. I guess I could make it bigger. Never thought about that, but this couple is so pretty. Oh, Joey, they're so gorgeous. Yummy, gorgeous, perfect. I'm glad I did that because I'm going to end up covering up that flower. So now we'll still have it when we have that, when it closes. So yeah, definitely love them. They are perfect. I wish she was bigger, darn it. But you never know how you're going to use something, right? So I suppose I could make it bigger. Put it in tell my printer to make it bigger. Make the rest of these huge, though. That's okay. We could do that. Joey, I love this color. Thank you for thinking of me. He told me as he was creating this, he was thinking about me because he knows how much I love the romance of it all. I love the romantic figures, the guys, the gals, the vintage, the Victorian. Yes, and we'll put a different color behind them to give the cover some oomph. And then we'll put some lace there and there. You won't even see them till you flip it open, but you will see them once you open it. So, I mean, you can definitely keep it like that if you want, but maybe I'll just move them over. They don't have to be in the middle. I mean, that's very cliche, right? We could just put them over there. But I've got to see what lace is going to go there. So I have some work to do, you guys. But thank you for coming along and hanging out with me. We've got our Joey mashup on the run here, getting going. I'm super excited to get it the rest of the way and see what I can come up with. So I hope you'll come back and you'll craft with me this weekend. Come and find me. Should be Saturday or Sunday. I'll have a video for you. And then, of course, next week we'll be back to our Merry Monday. And I believe the weekend craft will probably be something with Christmas paper, but of course you can do it with any papers that you have in your studio. So, or your craft table or your tray, whatever you got. So I hope you all have a fabulous Friday and a wonderful weekend. And I love you all. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye. Hugs and kisses.